multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money. Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time.
That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot. Jimmy coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America.
I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be here.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in. That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, where? Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Well, hello to you, and you. Welcome in to another edition of Brainley's virtual tour live, child. Did y'all expect that part 2 of the tell-all? Hey, Mama Bees, welcome in, beautiful. Glad to have you here. Did y'all expect that part 2 to turn out as the part 2 it was? Because what? The what? I'm going to say it again. What? The what? Once again. What? The what? Child, I can't. I mean, good damn. I did not expect all that. I really did not. Y'all listen to it. Higher is waiting, low is available, but either way, we are live own tour. Let me take down the psychotic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to have all of you here. Yes, indeed, 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 indeed. Glad to have you here. We got a lot to talk about. Y'all ready? Let's get to it. I took my very thorough notes. It was an hour, 30 minutes. Hang on 1 second. One second, y'all. I hope all is well with y'all. All right, there we go. Let's get it on because, child, it was predictable. Really? I mean, listen, I'll put it like this. There definitely was some things for sure that were definitely going to go down. But in the same token, I do not think that this was going to turn out the way that it did. I think that can be said. I think that can be said, right? Oh, Lord, okay. Child. I mean, first of all, this felt like a complete tell-all, absolute complete tell-all. It didn't feel weak. It didn't feel like it didn't feel like an incomplete meal. It felt like you had the ribs, the brisket, everything else, and child, you could take 2 to 3 trays and still have food left over. Like it was so good. Okay, listen. So 90 Day Fiance Hunt for Love Tell-All Part 2. We're back with Jennifer Does Not Trust Cole about Cole going to Elise's room. Now, listen, I get public room versus private room, but here's the gag. You ready? Here's the gag. Here is the gag. You do not get to ask for construction when you cause destruction. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that because there was a lot. Some people flipped. There was like some squashing. There was some squashing of beef. It was a lot. We're going to get into it, though. We're going to get into it. I hate that this is our final after show, though. I really, really do. I hate it. Because I got to tell you something. This thing right here was quite amazing. I have to tell you, this was quite amazing. I have to tell you. In terms of, you know, some reunions, right? They feel like they feel incomplete because of Sean, but also too, it's just like a tennis match back and forth, right? But to me, this really felt complete. Like I didn't have to go back and watch anything again just to see if I missed something. Like this is what it was. Sincerely, Jennifer acted the same since she came on show, and that's what we're about to get to, gorgeous. I feel like Jennifer blew up her spot, and Tim called it the whole time. And I get that there's a public room versus the bedroom, but you don't get to ask for construction when you cause destruction. You don't get to do that. And then Colt, bruh, why did you open up your mouth? You said, well, Carla was your friend, but you fucked him. Really? Really, Colt? Really? Y'all were all there to have a good time. Okay? And there is a thing as a switch, okay, where it's the right night, the right frequency, and the right binding of chains and souls and wire in terms of connecting that could change all that shit on a dime. Okay. So no, you're no. So Cole said, fuck you to Colt. Then he said, shut the fuck up to Jennifer. And I wrote down Cole is jumping in way too much because I fully agree that he was jumping in way too much. Like that was not your business. Okay, that was not your business at all. So with that being said, Cole is throwing it back, right? Of the energy of get up with your broken leg. And here's the thing. Don't tell lies about me and I won't tell truths about you. In the words of Kendrick Lamar. I felt that Cole was right in his opinion to say that to Cole. Absolutely. You go and say, I need to defend Jennifer. I need to do this, that, and the third. Motherfucker, worry about your own shit. I absolutely felt him on that. So Jennifer will get defended when she is showcasing behavior worthy of it. I got that because, first of all, that ain't that what you're supposed to do? Accountability much? And then Tim came to Jennifer's defense and said, now, if Jennifer were to go to Rob's room, would you have felt away? And Cole said, of course, right? Do you know which couples are still together? We will find out. Happy Sly. I think it's your first time here. Welcome in and glad to have you here. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I'm glad to have you here. Yes, indeed. So, yes, indeed, yes, indeed, yes, indeed. With that being said, let's keep going here. So, Usman said sorry to, say sorry to Jennifer. Jennifer is in love with Cole and is hurt that that she's not being defended, right? So Usman said, say sorry to Cole. And Usman said, take time to reflect. Don't make any rash decisions, right? And so, with that being said, they take a break. Now, the thing about the tell-alls is you get the tell-all portion and then you get the behind the scenes of it all, right? So you get the in-between, the breaks, right? So Chantel thinks that Cole and Jen should break up. Courtney thinks that they should stay with it, stay together. No. Then Tiffany and Cole talk, and Tiffany says, you need to push back a little bit, Cole. And Cole says that you guys don't see me push back, but I do push back. And I would show some respect if she gave respect to me. And then Jennifer says in her confessional that deep down inside Jennifer may be some respect, but I've never seen it. And it's shameful how she treats people. For Tiffany to say that, when Tiffany is probably one of the most open people in the 90-Day Fiance world, that's saying something. Sincerely, that is truly saying something. So with that being said, Rob kind of enjoyed that, but he would not have put up with, what Jennifer did. And, Colt said, there's other things you can do. You can relieve yourself and play Mario Kart, which was a bit of a dig at Rob, because y'all remember when Rob and Jennifer said that they were going to play Mario Kart. See, I was just having Blue Shell energy, just dunking on each other all night long. By the way, if you don't know what Blue Shell is where if you're in first place, the Blue Shell goes to whoever's in first place and screws them up. So y'all were just Blue Shelling it, just dropping it, dropping it, drop, dropping it down. Blue Shell energy all night long, all night long, all night. Everyone you meet, you jam in the street all night long, all night. Listen, you saw the thumbnail, you know my voice, and damn it, you know why you're here, because I keep it real with y'all. That's what we do around here. Yes, indeed, we do. So, with all of that being said, after that, Then we have the fluffer. See, I remember Courtney's the fluffer, right? She fluffs everybody's energy, right? So then we get back, and now we're Chantel. Chantel and Ashley. Now, for those of you who don't know, Chantel, see if it could be something with men. But before that, she made out with a friend named Ashley, and that was contemplating on her mind throughout the retreat. Now, I'm just going to say this, Ashley, with all due respect. If I was there, she would have been Chantel Lee by the end of the retreat, child. I'm just going to keep it a buck. Okay, I'm just going to keep it a buck. Tiffany was sticking her nose in Cole's business for some reason. I'm going to push back on that. Because if we remember, Cole was talking to Tiffany a lot during the retreat, right? And remember that, Tiffany said that, you treated Cole like a puppy dog, right? So I'll push back on that. The Chantel Ashley kiss, I'll say this. I don't think it was gross. I think, to each their own. If you don't like lesbians, that's cool on you. We accept everybody over here. Just be respectful. You know what I mean? But I will say this. I think the kiss with Jennifer and Chantel was more passionate. I'm just keeping it a buck. Just keeping it a buck. Now, of course, I would have beat Ashley and Jennifer hands down, of course. You know what I mean? But I wasn't there as a contender, so we can't really go off of that. Yes, indeed. So it did complicate things, right? Chantel didn't have time to process it. So there was love notes and flowers, on the date. And, Chantel and Ashley are dating. And, Chantel was thinking of the emotions of what could have been thought and said, this, that, and third. And Ashley came out in a jacket that was just starships were meant to fly. Okay, listen, y'all know that's Nicki Minaj. But Ashley said that she felt super comfortable with Chantel being her friend, her smile, everything in between. And then, when it came to the kiss, right? Chantel went out of the kiss, but then Ashley just went in, confessed her feelings. Now they live together, and there's great sex between Ashley and Chantel. I'm like, okay, then. I would beg to differ if it was me and Chantel, but hey, just saying. Yes, indeed. Listen, this stamina and this voice can do a lot. Okay. All right, moving on. So with that being said, Ashley did not like the long kiss because Ashley saw the kiss of Jennifer and Chantel. And Chantel said that Ashley and Chantel weren't locked in like a couple. And let me just say this, Chantel was right. Because she was debating it back and forth of if Ashley and Chantel were going to ever end up together, right? So I will agree with Chantel on that. Jennifer did not know, but soon as Jennifer found out, she immediately backed up. Let me see what you're saying here. Hang on. I don't want to see anyone sticking anyone's tongue at anyone ever. Oh my God. Does that include you too? You don't want to you don't do that at all? Or that's just a preference you have. You don't just want to see anybody do that. Because I mean, movies, television, audio podcasts, ASMR, many other platforms. Just saying, we have a good time over here. Happy Slide. It's all love. I think Chantel can do better. I think she could too with me. But like, hey, it is what it is. Chantel and Ashley and Courtney are the only two couples that are still together. Thank you for that, Mama Bees. Love you as always. Chantel is straight. This is ridiculous. Here's the thing. It may be ridiculous to you, but it's not ridiculous to her. That's her journey, right? I mean, listen, honestly, tell you the truth, I'm kind of excited to see the family Chantel come back because this is a whole new storyline, right? So, and Karen, we're going to get to you because I was ready to verbally mollywop your ass. I'm still going to do a little bit of it. I ain't going to do as much as I thought. Yes, indeed. So, Chantel and Ashley got on. But then Chantel got calls from family about being with a girl and it was wrong. And Chantel's ready to tell Karen she's trying to create boundaries. So, Karen comes out, Tim and Karen have a friendship. And then, Karen says, hello, Ashley, and giving blow pops to everybody. Well, she gave blow pops to Ashley and Chantel, right? And she said, I'm giving suckers to the suckers. And then tosses off the hat. And then says, Chantel, you're being a sucker. She's desperate. Don't marry the person you sell for. You know what? I'll say this, right? I'll say this. I agree with you. And there was a question. I'm on Woo Plus. That's the BBW dating app, which they need a lot of work, child, to make their app better. But that's neither here nor there. But I will say this, right? There was a question on Woo Plus that said, would you be in love with the person that you love or the person that loves you? And I'm like this. At this point, I would rather be in love with the person who loves me than me being in love with the person that I love, but they're not loving me back. Otherwise, just be single. Just saying. I think Karen thinks Ashley is a bad character, so it makes sense she doesn't like her. I would agree with that, but I think there's more context, conjecture, and connection to this thing. But we'll get to that. There's no such thing as one-sided love. You listen. I can tell you're new here, but you're vibing with us, so you're good. There has been plenty of stories of women and men giving all that they have, but that person is not giving to them. That has happened before. That's a fact. Now we deal with it. We deal with the foundation of reality, and then we build up our perspective from there, right? But no, that this thing has happened. You watch Divorce Court with Star Jones. I mean, my Lord Jesus. Every episode is a lesson. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, toss of the hat, Ashley would chill with Karen to get with Chantel. Now, listen, I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. I can kind of understand Karen just a little bit. If you were friends with me, then why go after my daughter? But also, too, hello, I can't date you. You married. And listen, Chantel is gorgeous, and Winter can get it too. I would have been friends with River to get with Chantel and Winter, absolutely. But also, too, I would be upfront like, hey, man, listen, Chantel is gorgeous, Winter's gorgeous. Like, do you mind if I pursue something with them? And then guess what? If he says no, then okay, but then adults are adults. So if Chantel or Winter likes some Braylon Lee, then what can I do about that? Right? What can I do about that? What can I do about that? Just keep it a buck. Just keep it a buck. My niece has 2 boys and now she's married to a woman. It was a shock, but I'm not going to condemn her. It's her life. Facts. Right? I have a saying that I often say around here. We were all somebody yesterday. We're all somebody today. We're definitely going to be somebody tomorrow. I mean, and listen, I love wordplay, right? Happy sky. Let me just ask you, has your mind always been a happy sky, or has it been a sad, cloud at times? Right? Let's have a real conversation here. right? You name yourself Happy Sky, but that doesn't mean you always have a Happy Sky mindset. Or you have a Happy Sky day. Always say every tournament, make sure that there's sunshine and rainbows, to use Rocky's words. But when we get to the rain and lightning, I gotta recognize that too, right? So, you know, of course, no one should be condemned, but Chantel likes wieners. Child, looks like she likes it looks like she likes some thick brisket too, child. Just keeping on the buck. So I'm loving this. Like, and by the way, y'all, this is our final after show. So, like, I'm here for the discussion, right? For those of you who've never been here before, Mama Bees has been here before. She's becoming a regular now, which I love, value, and appreciate. But for those of you in the bushes, on the replay, if you have watched many virtual tours, we go there, right? Because we go beyond the show. But honestly, too, in the same token, we always give love, grace, and space, right? So as long as it's respectful, we good. Because, like I said, I may be right about something. You may be wrong about something. You may be right about something. I may be wrong about something. Shay Renee said it best. By the way, shout out to Shay Renee online. Love that sister right there. And that Shay Renee's husband's a blessed man. We are both members of the Thickalicious Church of God in Christ Full Gospel Baptist Church. I'll see you this Sunday for service. Anyway. I say that in love, everybody. Sincerely. I say that in love. She said it best. Don't just agree with a content creator just to be in their chat. But there's a way to go about it, right? So we're good over here. We accept everybody just as long as you come correct. So it's all good. So my niece at one time, so did my niece at one time. 2 boys prove that. Yeah, facts. Absolute facts. So with all that being said, so Ashley and River chilled out. So there was a text message at Winter's wedding about some trash bags, and that the trash bags was on some cleaning lady's cart. I didn't get it because Ashley was just saying it wasn't supposed to be on the cart. Now, there's only so much you can do from a text message, right? There's only, I blacked out there. Hi, I can see you. There's only so much you can do from text, right? There's only so much you can do from text. So to me, I didn't get it. I did not get it at all. Give me a moment, y'all. There we go. So, with that being said, I didn't really get the attitude thing. And Karen is doing the most. You know, I got your trash bags and all that. I'm just like, what the hell? What the helly? What are we doing here? So, you know, Tim asks, are you upset with, you know, Chantel being with a woman? And Karen says, well, I'm upset with somebody being with a smarty ass, and number 2 being used. But we come to learn that Karen just wants to protect Chantel. Child, if you would have said that in the beginning, we would have been fine. Mama bear is mama bear. We get that. But there's a way to go about it. The fuck wrong with you? I mean, damn. I mean, let me tell you something. Suki, you did a great job with this tell-all. Let me just give credit to the host where it's due. Suki, you did a great damn job with this thing. I mean, because here's the thing, right? With the tell-alls, they take like, 12 hours on a good day, 14 hours on a bad day. So, truly. Hang on. Okay. So with that being said, no. Like, you can be overprotective, but just be honest about it. I feel like that was the big thing, right? So Elise gives her take, and Cole is giving his take, and Karen's like, who the hell are you? Child, you are a public figure, and you're looking like a asshole to your fucking damn daughter. Yeah, people gonna have an opinion. Be glad I wasn't there. Because you know what I would say to Karen, baby? Like, listen, I get that Pedro, right? I get that Pedro was a piece of shit. And to be real with you, Karen, Ashley would have never been a fucking option because she would have been Chantel Lee. Please understand that. But since I'm not an option right now, you don't add lighter fluid to an already raging fire. You don't do that shit. Suki tries to hang out Shonda, wanted nothing to do with it. Wait, do you mean Suki actually wanted to hang out with the cast and stuff? I mean, you know, sometimes you develop friendships. I mean, for example, Jeff Probst, one of the biggest hosts in reality TV, he has friends from Survivor. There's been Survivor babies and stuff. So, you know, to each their own, though, with hosting. You know what I mean? But I just want to give credit where credit was due. So like I said, Karen's not upset with Chantel being a woman, and Karen said that's them. How would you feel about Ashley proposing to Chantel? And Karen said she would come to the wedding. So there's a break. Elise and Cole talk. Chantel wants Ashley, Cole, and Chantel connect plus Courtney. Chantel wants to go home. And everybody's feeling a way about Karen. And Karen comes in, and you know, Karen just has to wait and see, but she doesn't want a Pedro and a female fatale. Guess what? If you don't create the circumstances, it won't happen. And then Chantel's warming up her tits. TLC, where was the call from me? I was right here in Ohio, ready to go. Listen, it would have taken some time. You understand? That probably would have been caught on camera. Yeah, so actually, thank God y'all didn't call me because, yeah, well, she got Ashley. Let's just move on. Anyway, so we get to Usman. Hi, how are you? Shout out to SpongeBob. Anyway, so we get to Usman. So Usman doesn't want to be struggling to compete with someone, right? And he will protect his heart to not be hurt. And Courtney is crying and feeling like she's disappointing him and feels like it's the end of a breakup, like a friendship was broken up. And, you know, Usman's, you know, words didn't have any weight to them, right? It just didn't have any weight to them. Oh, absolutely, child. She is blessed from the heavens. And I know that there was a clip of Chantel talking about breast reduction surgery. And listen, I hear it all the time from my female friends that, you know, some of them want to get breast reduction surgery because of the fact that, you know, it creates back problems. Well, I mean, Ashley should be relieving that. Massaging, you know, relieving. Because, you know, tits can get heavy. You know, just saying, you know, sometimes you gotta play with them like a light bright. Moving on. I'm so damn bad. Stop it, Braylon. Stop it. Anyway, so Rob said it was too early for Usman to say I love you. It wasn't enough between them. And Rob said some really good advice. He said that Usman did not really do enough to actually make a move. And then Usman said it was going to end Cole and Courtney's relationship. Bruh, we know you better, but good damn. And Tim said that Cole has game and he's a vagina whisperer. Tim, I will just say this. If me and Colt were to do a YouTube battle in terms of shows, My mouth has been up here for 2 hours, 3 hours, sir. And the stamina it takes to do you do. And not to mention, dude, the stamina to be able to be in a room, command the person in front of you, not command them like, yeah, but like command their energy and to match it and have a stamina not to break. Colt can't do that versus Braylon Lee. I'm sorry, bro. I'm more of a vagina whisperer and have more game than Colt. Stop that shit, Tim. We can't keep lying to these people. I know Colt your friend, but we just gotta keep it a buck. Okay. Let's stop that shit. Then we learn allegedly that Usman told Courtney that Colt's size was small, and then Elise heard about it, and then we find out that Colt's a grower and not a shower. And there's a conversation about above average cream sticks. Dollar bill is 6 inches, and Courtney said a sub sandwich is a lot. So can Courtney finish a $5 foot long from Subway? That we don't know. I love Courtney. Don't at me. Don't at me. She said a sub sandwich, damn it. Okay? Listen. Oh my God. Always talking about how always small. Oh, that's what it was. Tim and Elise said somebody who talks about their D game all the time is usually small, right? So then Kimberly, she pops up on screen and says, "You look handsome today, Usman." Really, Kimberly? Really? He looks handsome today? Okay. So 2 days ago, they were talking to Usman and Kimberly. They are friends, and, she called a couple times while he was in the room. Courtney's beautiful, but Kimberly believes that Courtney led Usman on, which I don't agree with that. I really don't. I don't think that happened. I think that Usman did not do what he was supposed to do, and Colt somehow found game. And he was stick-to-itive about that, about executing that game, right? So Colt says, "I don't think so." And Tim says, "You did not leave him on." And then Kimberly says, "Well, Usman plays games." And he doesn't say his words correctly. And then Colt says that Usman's a sugar baby. Now, listen, he did get a PS5 and this, that, and the third from Kimberly. And, Colt said, "Give me money." But Rob was like, "I don't know, I got to pour out some hypocrisy. Don't you live at her house?" And then Usman was like, "So she took care of you in Tulum. You live in her house. You don't pay any rent. Why don't you get your own house?" I gotta give credit due. So Usman has love for Courtney and will put a ring on. Usman, if you couldn't handle it in Tulum, I don't think you'll be able to handle it in real life, bro. Stop it. Usman and Courtney are still talking, but it's just memes and stuff. And then Usman says he's gonna get married this year. He's planning on it. What? Usman, just live your singleness, bro. What the fuck are you doing? And then, Kimberly says, "I will walk you down the aisle." And Suki wants Kimberly to walk Usman down the aisle Usman's way. Why the heck didn't Usman fight for Courtney after Damn Island? I agree with you. Colt got game facts. Absolutely, Courtney could do way better than Colt. Understood. He must not be too much of a whisperer every season. He got a different wife or girlfriend because he can't keep them. That part, fully agree. Fully agree. So then Courtney and Elise are talking about D size, right? And then Elise, Courtney, Colt, and Rob. Elise, Courtney, Cole, and Colt, rather. They're talking. So then we get to Rob. It's not good coming second. Rob is sticking to his boundaries. Then Sophie and Rob messed around, right? So, but here's the gog. You ready? Sophie is talking to Chantel's ex Pedro. I'm like, who in the fuck? So you mean to tell me Pedro can get some, but the rest of us can't? Are you kidding me? If you didn't see The Family, Chantel, y'all need to go back and watch that shit. Because his mother, Pedro's mother and sister were both cunts. I will gladly say that shit. They were both cunts. They were both cunts. Nicole literally threw glass at Chantel. And the mom was trying to do voodoo and shit with chicken feet. I mean, and here's the gag. Nicole had a dude that was cheating on her. Karma's a bitch. And then, Pedro's mom, 90 Day the other way. I think it was a tropical version, whatever the fuck. There was a language barrier, this, that, and third. And then Pedro had some unsolved fatherhood trauma. So after all of that, including what he did on the famous Chantel, Sophie wants to go Pedro? Child, better her than anybody else. So then Sophie will call Rob and be jealous. Y'all are not together. Move the fuck on. So then Elise said that, she was wild, impulsive, and went off the charts. And Courtney said that, if she had a nice ass, she would be in the G-string. And Tim says facts. I'm like, Tim, really? You just had to agree with that of being a G-string too. But then Courtney said, that's why I have cellulite. Child, when cellulite and thick thighs come together, okay, they're shapewear. But when a thick girl throws it back and it's like a wave pool, you just got to make that wave pool work for you, Courtney. There's nothing wrong with being thick, okay? Cinnabons are thick for a reason. Chicken is thick for a reason, okay? Milkshakes are thick for a reason. Hell, there was a whole song about my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Damn. Moving on. So then there was Rob and Elise. This 3 a.m. versus 11:30 p.m. phone call, text conversation. And Rob is always fine, against accusations. And then Jennifer says, he's beautiful and sweet. And then Jennifer tried to pussy pop back on it. No, you said what the fuck you said. And then she wants to clean up with, I was talking about his inner person. Yeah. He's beautiful and sweet. Was he beautiful because you got to trap him inside your web? And was he sweet because he tasted sweet that night when his inner person went into your, domicile to potentially create life, maybe? Is that why he was beautiful and sweet? I don't know. So then there's Cole versus Rob. And there was a night that Rob took advantage of, Cole and Jennifer being shaky. Cole's trying to put himself out there more. And Rob had his first and last date, grand opening, grand closing on the third week. And then after that day, came home to Cole. Cole's not over what happened in Tulum. And Cole says that Jennifer failed, Jennifer's approaches to these conversations and fails to take up accountability for her actions. And then Tim says, to Cole, did Jennifer talk to you about her time with Rob? And then Jennifer's like, what are you talking about? What's the next question? You heard Tim, Heffa. You heard him. Okay. So then she said, Tim will be making up rumors. Heffa, you did that from the jump of this spinoff show. Making up all types of stuff. Oh, your spot's about to blow up in just a little bit. So then she throws out the fact that Tim and Tiffany were sleeping together. Okay, they're best friends. Hell, nothing sexual going on. What the fuck is it your business for? Really? Okay, child. So Jennifer is upset with Tim, right? It's none of your fucking business. Jennifer, you're a public figure, and it aired, so it's all of our business, okay? That's how that works. So Jennifer is leaving and fuck everybody there. Oh my. So Jennifer's not in monitor. Then there's another break. Tiffany and Cole talk, and there's a big chance that it could have happened of Rob and, Jennifer fucking. And, Tiffany says, fuck that bitch. That being said, let me catch up on the comments here. Cole is in Brazil with a new Brazilian woman. Do we have confirmation on that? Just saying, Rob is a player. Rob doesn't want Sophie either. Jennifer didn't want Rob to spill the tea. Jen didn't think they were going to show it. I mean, here's the thing, right? Soon as I saw that clip, I'm like, oh, this is going to come out in the tell-all. Oh, it's not going to be good. Listen, here's the fun of a murder mystery film or reality TV or any type of content that has a trail. There's reasons why, and this goes with dramas too. There are reasons why there are hidden traits, not hidden traits, but hidden clues inside the episode. Because, shit. For example, I'm going to give a prime example. If you haven't seen Knives Out, Glass Onion, go watch it. It's great. I'm going to spoil at least one thing, right? So, when Janelle Monáe's character got powed, guess what? The bottle, not the bottle, but guess what? That pow was not from the pow. That was hot sauce spilt. It looked like blood. Okay. All right, moving on. So there's always hidden clues. You just gotta be paying attention. So then after all of that, Rob is not worried, and what she did worked against her, and she didn't want it to go down. She should have shown up. Cole is calm, but no answer. He called 4 times. Jennifer, there's nothing left to say, and then she said, we all fuck. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Then Jennifer's telling producer she's not feeling well. It's bullshit. Tim calls her out. Cole is happy that she's not there. Tim is happy as well. And then the clip is shown. And then Rob says, y'all got me ass naked. Then there's moaning from Jennifer. You're guilty as shit. Tim feels bad for Cole having to see it. She was, yes, we did, to Cole. So Jennifer told Cole about that time. Or did she say everything? So Rob said that was the pool night, and that was the first time we did it. So the second time was I was going to step away. I'm not choosing him. I'm not sure. Then they hooked up. So Rob and Jennifer hooked up 3 times. Jennifer lied. Chantel says up to Jennifer to be honest, and everybody agreed with that. Conversation. And there was a conversation that Jen stopped by Rob's house or Rob's room before they left. And Jennifer was crying about not knowing who to pick. Tim was the only guy that got told. She was feeling very conflicted. Jennifer, not if she continues to lie. So Suki asked, are you going to continue with the K1 visa process? And Cole says, nah, she continues to lie. There will not be no K1 visa, not here, not there, not anywhere Cole he is. Jennifer would never come clean to Cole. And so, Suki asked that, would she ever have come clean to you? And Tiffany's like, fuck no. And he cannot forgive Jennifer. So, Suki asked, does Rob have any regrets? And then Usman, no one asked you. This was Rob's question. Usman said, you had sex 3 times. Of course you have no regrets. Usman, shut the fuck up. So then Rob will not regret putting himself out there. So Suki says, thank you all so much for your openness, Sean. See this, that, third. It ends. Chantel says Jennifer and Cole should break up to Cole. Elise feels upset that Rob switched things up and made her feel like, oh. But Courtney said we were all there to have fun. It's all good. And Tim still wants to take Elise out. Cole is looking forward to Courtney's mom's cooking. I would think he'd want to get more comfortable with Courtney, but okay. But Courtney's willing to put in the work, and good on Courtney. Chantel is ready to create these boundaries, and she could see herself being engaged and married to Ashley. It should be me, but you know what? Congratulations. I'll acquiesce to losing. I mean, I don't have a fucking choice. Neither does any other man or woman. Okay. Tiffany said no one was safe today. And then Tiffany said, "You sleep in my room," to Tim. And Tiffany said we should all throw up our clothes like it was graduation cap wear. Then Cole checks in on Elise, and then Cole is taking stuff from the crabs table. Elise is single. And Elise is still gonna go out with Tim, but she wants somebody that's more of a man's man. But you never know until you connect, right? So Cole feels like a fool from day one with Jennifer. So he's gonna get closure with Jen and then figure out what's next. And then Rob says Jen and him didn't work out, but it was for the best. She has some jealous streaks that last a lot. And Rob would still like to find the one day, and he would like to have kids one day. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, lovers and supporters through the nation, around the world, that is your 90-Day Fiance Hunt for Love, Season 1, Episode 15, After Show. Did I cover everything? Good damn. Do you think Tim is straight? I think Tim goes both ways, but then again, if he does, that's his business. As long as he's of good elk, he's good in my book. Sincerely, he's good in my book. So yes, indeed. So, yep. Give me one moment, y'all. Give me one moment here. Give me one moment. Hey, everybody, I'm back. Sorry about that. Whoop. Hello. Nice to see you. Who was the best dressed? Chantel, of course. Chantel. Now, I will say, I think that Tim nailed it for the gentleman. I think that Tim's choice was a fine choice of jacket. Not jacket, but jacket. I think Tim, magnifico. Magnifico. Yes. The craziest bitch was Karen. Second place goes to Jennifer. The craziest Mitch, who spoke out way too much, was Colt. I think the person that, stood their ground with everything that happened, I think that was Tiffany. I think the surprise wild card, I think, was Elise. Because, and here's the thing, too. I want everybody to get this, right? There were a lot of people, a lot of singles on that show, right? Elise and Cole, right, were the only two singles out that batch to make it on the tell-all. Congratulations. Now they're a part of the universe. Like, good on y'all. You know what I mean? Good on y'all. Good on y'all. I think the most emotional one was probably Courtney, I think, but nothing wrong with that. I think Usman, the Cucumber Award goes to him. Trying to think who else, child. Rob, the Sly One award, I think. But he did come through and defend some people. Yes, he did. I think that's everybody, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's everybody. Let me make sure. I want to make sure I go through everybody on the thumbnail. Yeah, Courtney is so nice. Now that I don't know. If Tim and Elise are together, or Elise and Cole. That I don't know. Courtney is very nice. Tim had on too many colors of red. Not too many colors of red, child. Yeah, I think that covered it. Oh, yes, I think that covered everybody. Yeah. So. Well, y'all, I'm very sad because this is it. Like, there's nothing else from this. And let me tell you something. TLC, y'all did y'all good one. This is one of the best spinoff shows y'all have ever done. I mean, sincerely, now it started off slow in the beginning, but it picked itself up. It found its pace. It's found its rhythm. It's found its groove. And let me tell you, I'm here for it. Superb job. What do I want season 2? Well, I want me and Chantel to fuck season 2, Happy Sky. But, she's with Ashley. So congratulations to them. Anyway. No, we do not need Angela. No. Happy Sky, you're not right for that. You know that? I'm ashamed, beside myself, and disgusted with your behavior that you would put me in that hell. I listen. Now I know we've only met each other tonight, but I thought, from this live, I thought I was a decent host enough that you would not put me in that circumstance. I don't know how I feel about you now, and you're laughing at me too. That's not nice. That's not very cutesy. That's not very mindful. That's not very demure at all. Yes, indeed. But did I cover everything though? I believe I did. And let me tell you something. For 15 episodes, we've rocked this thing out. Y'all have rocked it out with me. I mean, every live on the replay has gone up to 1,000 views. Every single one of them. I think my biggest one was like 10,000 views off of this show alone. So from the bottom of my heart, the depths of my soul, the foundation of my being, thank you. Doing these show reviews is not easy. That part right there. Leave Angela in Georgia. That part. Doing these review shows is not easy. Whenever it comes to reviewing shows, I watch the show to see what it's about. I watch it to see what I can relate to, and then I watch it to see what my audience can relate to. Then whichever one's stronger, that's my compass. Right? But I never tell y'all what I think before the show because I don't want to cheap you out of an experience. But I believe the reason why 90 Day Fiance Hunt for Love has done so well on our channel, and I say it's our channel. No, it's my channel. Without y'all, there's no me. Without me, there's no y'all. I think the reason why that 90 Day Fiance Hunt for Love has done so well on our channel is because I don't come weak with this shit. I know I don't know these people, but I know the universe. So when you know the universe and you can find the inch and make it a mile out of the humanity of the show, it forces you to bring your best self. So now where are you going to review since the show is over? Well, I will say this. We do have Heart and Hustle Houston that we review on Sunday. So we have that. We also have Ready to Love, which I think is coming to an end very soon. Potomac is coming up. Housewives of Potomac is coming up. We got On Brand with Jimmy Fallon. That'll be coming up in September as well. The Braxtons will be here before we know it. So we got a lot more shows to review. A lot more. So I'm going to turn off my camera now because we done the whole show for an hour. Yes, we have. And honestly, to tell you the truth, Mama B's, I did not know that she was a 9-Day Fiance fan, but let me tell you something. I sincerely believe Mama B's believes that I am a fan because I did not come weak with any for the reviews that Mama B's was here for. I was not weak at any review, not one. Anybody and everybody was available to get it from Braylon Lee. Okay. But I also gave love, grace, and space in my reviews too, and that's something that I try my very best to do. Sincerely, so. So yes, indeed. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Lord. Man. But yes, indeed. So we're just chillaxing out now, y'all. We're just chillaxing. Great reviews. Thank you, my friend. Yes, a great time for sure. Let me switch our background here and get y'all the fireworks up. Yes, indeed, there. Yes, indeed. So, and here's the thing: whenever you subscribe to our channel, which you really should, you get great reviews. You get informed about a little bit of everything from everywhere. But most of all, you are probably in one of the most progressive, understanding, and always is about utilizing information as a tool to lift people up channels on YouTube. And I don't just say that just to say that either. Yes, indeed. Much love to you. Give my love to Chef Don. Much love to him. And thank you for being here, my friend. Love you. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful night. For sure. Yes, indeed. But sincerely, if you subscribe here, you get a little bit of everything here, without question. And it's a good time. It really, really is. Which Housewives do you watch? Just Atlanta? No. So I review Atlanta, reviewed Atlanta, but also review Potomac. Yeah, I review Potomac as well. The other Housewives shows, I do see like Orange County, all that stuff. You know what I mean? So, but yeah. Oh, thank you, Happy Sky. I appreciate you. Welcome in and glad to have you here. Yes, indeed. We do a lot over here. We do entrepreneurship. We do true news. When I say true news, I mean true news of like things that you need to know. But we also, take off the beaten path a little bit. Of course, we do entertainment, pop culture. We cover a lot of theme park stuff. So if you're a theme park fan, you are in the right place. Of course, show reviews as well. So you definitely get a lot. We do deep dives as well on hot topics as well. So you definitely get a lot over here. Aries Girl Podcast. So this was like a Black Netflix, which I'm very humbled by. Because, we try to offer something for everybody. So did Tamar find her mind? You know what? To this day, no one really knows. Now, let me stop playing. She went live on TikTok. I thought I saw some updates from Karen Morrell and some other people that maybe Tamar had more to say, but I think for me that TikTok live just kind of did it for me. I'm just like, okay, after this, y'all be done. Y'all be done. And speaking of reality stars, shout out to Millie Chung with Latoya from Heart and Hustle Houston. She had Millie Chung had Latoya on from Heart and Hustle Houston on her live Hot Topic show tonight. Shout out to Millie Chung TV, who I believe. Okay, now listen. We all know there's only one Wendy Williams, right? But I believe if anybody could take over that talk show slot and be next, I believe Millie Chung has what it takes to be a great talk show host. I genuinely, I really mean that. Also, I think Silva can be a great talk show host as well. Chit chat with QT. I think, dropping extra sassy tea talk, they've been able to find their flow. I think it could be a great panel show. I told Sassy a long time ago she could be like the new Dr. Oz because Sassy she works in medicine, so having a female having a daytime talk show about medicine, pop culture, and everything else. So there's plenty of great talent out here. There really is. So yeah, Tea Talk. Sandra P. I think she would be great as a Sandra P. Gives me very refined vibes, but she's the home. Drop the T, chat. Drop the T, can drop it on me, okay? In more ways than one. She is a firecracker that I absolutely love to death. But yes, indeed. I really should shut up because my innuendos are they're clear as day. But anyway, it's all gonna be good. We are just chillaxing here, watching the fireworks from the Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida, or for you Bruschetto people, Lake Buena Florida. Yes, indeed, just chilling here, watching the fireworks for a little bit, and then after, I'll probably end at maybe 1:10, so that way I can get some rest because today has been a day, child. It's been a day, but it's been a good day as well because things turned out for the good, which is always a blessing. So what about me? Am I single looking to mingle? I am single. I am. You know what I mean? But also too, I'm open to a relationship. But here's the thing. I am open to a relationship if the relationship is real. Because I feel like in the world of dating, the reason why people are hesitant on dating is because people are tired of their heart being broken, right? People are tired of their heart being broken. They're tired of their heart being played with. They're tired of their energy not being matched. So it's not like I'm not open to love. I do want to get married. I do want to have kids. I do want to do all that. But also, too, I'm only going to do it for somebody that deserves that, right? I'm only going to allow someone in my life that I believe that I deserve, right? So, but yes. So, yes, indeed, just chillaxing here just a little bit. Yeah, either it happens or it doesn't. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, don't fake it yourself. Oh, for sure. I mean, for the longest time, I was like, well, I'll just be married to my media career. I mean, media can't hurt me. It can't judge me. You know what I mean? But after a while, though, you don't want to feel alone, right? So you put yourself out there for what you can, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But don't ever think that just because it doesn't work doesn't mean that you don't deserve love. Don't ever think that. Because as I often say, everybody's been rejected, but everybody's been accepted. And here's the gag about being accepted. You usually are accepted where you need to be. You're usually accepted where you need to be. You're usually accepted where you need to be. When you get rejected, that's probably a person that you wanted. Okay? So that's just from a general point of view. But yeah, so you get wisdom on here from time to time too. You know what? She is a person that exists in the world just like I do. You know, she is she's a person that has a capacity for feelings and thoughts and anything that can happen in the human experience. And she's here upon the earth with all of us. That sounded so rude. No, here's the thing, right? Tasha K is a legend. That you cannot take that away from her. But in the same token, like, she did what she did, child. So, like, it is what it is. I feel like people are going to use that quote, like, you know what? What do you feel about this person? You know what? They exist. They're a human being. You know, they are upon the world just like I am. So you don't have a film. I said they're a person. Oh my God. But no, it's all good in the neighborhood. I think me and her do two different styles of content. And here's the thing, that's okay. That's okay. I feel like my platform is very unique for what it needs to be. And I feel like, you know, it takes a little bit of everybody to make the world go around. I know that was long-winded, but hopefully I answered the question. Oh, Lord. Yes. So I'll extend it to 1 hour, 15 minutes, and then we'll head on out. Great after show. I am sad that this is it for us. But guess what? If you subscribe, you will never be away from this energy. It'll just be a different show that we cover. But the energy that you saw tonight, it's always here. It's always there. It's always there. I have not seen that show. I have to look up what that is. Yes. So. Well, y'all, it has been a very, very, very good live. I have enjoyed each and every single one of you. Thank you to Happy Sky. Oh, he does 90-day reviews. Okay, I have to check him out. I thought Moving Mad was a show about people moving into new homes. And they're mad about moving, child. Please forgive me. And my bad to moving mad as well. But with that being said, to Mama Bees, thank you for being here. To Happy Sky, thank you for being here. As the fireworks are going off here live before us, let's get to the Daily Motivator and then head on out of here. Yes, indeed, because we did our thing tonight. Oh, actually, you know what? Never mind. I already did that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You know what? This is what I'll do. I normally don't do this, right? But because we do have a new subscriber here, I will do it just for them because it's important for you to know how we flow around here. So we have a morning show at 11 a.m. That's the conversational version, and then the 6 o'clock version is the amplified version. It's your news upgraded with soul, as I often like to say. So for the morning editions, we usually do a positive news story, but for the evening editions, we do this thing called the Daily Motivator, and I truly believe after we've covered the mess of the impossible and we covered the rise of the possible, you deserve to go to bed with something good. So you deserve to go to bed with something good because the world has had you for what it could have gotten out of you today. Same with me, same with all of us. So get the Daily Motivator up, and I will do it just for Happy Sky subscriber here. That way she can, so that way they can see what we got here. So your greatest asset is your learning ability. Your greatest resource is your time. Ryan Tracy. It's time for Daily Motivator for Wednesday, September 3rd, 2025. Power of connection. There's no endurance without humility. There's no worthwhile achievement without love. Going impotent through the motions is never enough. Effectiveness happens when you throw the whole of yourself into what you live your life with for the entirety of existence, and in gratitude for your own existence. In doing so, you invite and enable progress. Go forward with the assumption that you deserve nothing and yet you are capable of everything. Continue to discover how the richness of each experience is based on effort and authenticity you give it. You gain value from the people, things, activities to which you pay attention to and care about. You dedicate your commitment, equally embrace opportunities for doing so, and celebrate the beauty and power of your connection with all that is and all with who and all and with all who are. Continue to inject new value into that connection by offering your best in every situation. Ralph Paulson. So, I'll say this when it comes to the power of connection. This is why you keep going, because there's always somebody new out there waiting to see you. So that's the first thing about the power of connection. Always remember that when you feel like you want to quit and you're giving your worst, that is the day that somebody sees your best, right? Second thing I'll say is there's no worthwhile achievement without love. I will fully agree with that. Every accomplishment, every achievement, every victory I have ever made has been with love. If you don't love it, it's not going to matter to you. And finally, let's see here. In doing so, you invite and enable progress. The only way that progress would ever be enabled is if you press the go button. So if you want to know why life hasn't happened for you yet, you haven't pressed your go button. It takes a minute to know when you want to press it, but when you do, hold on. If you move like a blessing, you will receive blessings. And if you move like a curse, well, you'll receive curses. And with that being said, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you're more special. You are always born a blessing. Trust you may not be where you want to be, but at the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you were chosen to do. Wise one thing to call yourself. The other thing to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I spend time with you. You spend time with me. Hopefully, I spend time together, lots of great together. And always remember, we're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or you're just closing out an amazing show that you hope gets a season 2. Make sure the replay is not just right for you watching it. Listen to it, but if you want to experience it again, I love you. I value you. I appreciate you all. Always remember, see what you got, give see what you got, give see what you got, give where obstacles you will overcome, where success you have achieved upon this particular day. I'm extremely proud of you, but I know it's proud of you. So finally, y'all, recognize this. Just because you don't get the ending you want doesn't mean that there's not a beginning waiting for you. I think we forget that sometimes. Sometimes some things are supposed to end so something new can begin. And if you worry about the beginning and how it's going to look, if you care about your beginning, I promise you that ending is not going to be too far from you, right? So commercial break and fireworks coming your way for the day that was the day that's come for the blessings on the way for you, me, always. As a society, as a people, as a culture, I feel love. And I send it right back to you. Have a wonderful night. Love you all. Bye-bye.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort. Prepare for a journey beyond imagination.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken-ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make. Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it. Are video games...
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.